Hey, where's Waldo? You remember that game? Where's Waldo? I think my kids were quite a bit younger. I don't know how long Waldo's been around for. You know what I'm talking about, right? That dorky looking Harry Potter looking dude, you know, with the glasses, and he's got the red and white stocking cap. I think the red and white sweater. They had it might got in the back of cereal boxes or whatever. Teachers might have even used it as a, I don't know, as a way to entertain kids and now downtime in school or whatever. It's like, hey, let's do a Where's Waldo page, right? So Waldo's hiding out somewhere. Waldo's behind a tree. Waldo's looking through a window, you know. Waldo's just doing whatever, right? Well, people are like, man, you've lost it. No, here's the thing, okay? Where's Waldo? What I mean by that is, where are the leaders? Where are they? What happened to them? I mean, and I use the word leaders tongue-in-cheek, okay? I'm being mostly facetious here. I mean, because we haven't had leadership in a long time. At least not the way I would define leadership, okay? That's just me personally, all right? So, other people say, what are you talking about? We've got a leader, he's a great leader, blah, 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 blah. Okay, whatever. The way I define leadership, I don't think we have any leadership, okay? For the most part. And I'm not just talking about our so-called leadership, but the world leadership. I mean, where are these people? I mean, yeah, I guess I've heard that they're in bunkers. Seems a little early for that. I don't know. Maybe, correct me if I'm wrong. Maybe I'm just missing it. Maybe I'm just missing it. Maybe they're out there making speeches behind microphones, in front of the camera, wherever, green screen, whatever, you know. Maybe they are, but I'm not seeing them. I'm maybe hearing things from them, but I don't even know how current that is. It's like, so supposedly phone calls are being made from bunker to bunker or whatever, from hideout to hideout. Like I said, I thought it was a little early for that, you know, maybe not. I mean, I know it's too early, you know, for them to cry for the rocks to fall on them and so forth when they're hiding from the wrath of God. I know that it's too early for that. But as far as like hiding out in the bunkers and whatnot, I don't know. Maybe it's not too early for it, but I just don't know who these people are. So as I said, where's Waldo, you know? Can anybody find any of these people? Like I said, maybe I'm missing it, but it seems to me like, you know, we could just play a Where's Waldo game and try to find them, you know, like a scavenger hunt or something, you know? Because it's ridiculous. It's been ridiculous. It continues to be ridiculous. I just got to make fun of it. I mean, because it's just, like I said, ridiculous, right? So, threat after threat after threat, you know, and, you know, warning after warning after warning, and, you know, Iran is not going to acquiesce in any way, shape, or form, and they basically told the U.S. to mind its own business, and yeah, okay, I get it, you know. When it comes to enriching their uranium, so you know, I'm just thinking to myself, one step forward, 800 steps back, right? I mean, it's just crazy across the board. Crazy with the jobs report, crazy in the economy, crazy with the layoffs, crazy what they consider to be unemployment, you know, like, or excuse me, what they consider to be employment. Like, people have a part-time job, you're employed, you know. People just put in a few hours a week, you're employed. People collecting unemployment benefits, you're employed. No wonder the job, you know, the unemployment rate is so low. Everybody's employed whether they're employed or not, right? So I'm just like thinking about all this stuff, you know, all these different reports, all this information coming out, you know, at the beginning of June here and whatnot. And oh man, today's June 4th, right? Okay, so I don't know if people have heard about this. This is interesting. Now, keep in mind, we have heard about this for years and years of a impending attack of some sort on Independence Day or Independence Day weekend or around that time frame. You know, I mean, pretty much ever since the movie Jaws came out. I mean, there's been in 1975. I mean, there's been warnings of attacks or events, occurrences over the July 4th holiday weekend, whatever else. Well, I don't know if people have heard about this one, but I don't know what to think about this. But apparently there are reports coming out now that they're going to, meaning they, I don't know who they is, okay, but whoever it is planning these things, whoever it is that wants to implement these things, do these things, okay. Apparently the plan is July 4th weekend for a major event occurrence that's going to cost a lot of people their lives, at least in Washington, D.C., if not other major cities of the U.S. And I'm not going to get too much into it, okay? People can research it. It's on X. Look up Dr. David Martin. You can watch the Rumble video that I shared to the post from Off-Grid Desert Farming, because he got a second strike, so he's off YouTube for now. So he's on Rumble talking about all kinds of different useful and helpful things. So I'm just saying, we've heard about it for years, but here's what came to my mind though about this: live free or die hard. Because if people have ever seen that movie or know anything about that movie, probably the best of the Die Hard movies in my opinion, okay? You know, if you're into that kind of stuff, which I like that kind of stuff. What can I say? I'm a guy, okay? I like that kind of stuff. But anyway, live free or die hard, right? So, if people remember that movie, all right, it happened on July 4th, the July 4th weekend, where a very disgruntled former government employee decides to do what they call a fire sale, where they shut down everything. And by everything, I mean everything, okay? The only thing that basically runs are vehicles, all right? I mean, they shut it all down, all right? Fire sale. They basically means they take it all down. Everything that we're used to having, used to enjoying, used to doing, it's gone, all right? So, vehicles run. It's about it. Communications down, other than like CB or ham radio or whatever. It's all gone. It's all done. Water supply, electricity, gas, you name it. It's all done. Okay? They take it all down. And why? Because the dude that set up the system is the dude that took it down. Probably shouldn't fire the guy or make the guy mad that sets up the system, you know, that our grid runs off of, okay? Probably not the smartest move, but hey, that's our government for you, right? And yeah, I mean, it's a movie, all right? But it's very interesting that they show all of these horrific and horrible events occurring over July 4th weekend. And that's a month away now. Like today's June 4th. So I'm like, wow. So what if that occurs? What if it actually happens? I know, what if, right? Most things don't. Hasn't since like 9/11, right? I mean, warning, 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 threat, 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 warning, 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 threat, threat, threat. Nothing happens for the most part. Yeah, there are events, there are occurrences, there are things. There's a lot of things reported that are thwarted. A lot of things, you know, I guess through really good intelligence or great law enforcement tactics or whatever. Things are thwarted, things are stopped, they're prevented. But what if this one's not prevented? People say, well, what kind of source is this? Good question. Or sources. Good question. Is it legitimate? I listened to the stream for the most part. I listened to what Dr. Martin said, and I don't know, man. I'm thinking to myself, maybe that's not the best time to travel. Maybe that's not the best time to be on the roads. Maybe, I don't know, definitely something to pray about. Something to pray about, something to seek the Holy Spirit about. maybe this isn't the best time to be on the road, in the air, you know, doing what people do around holiday time frames, okay? Maybe it just might be best to stay home. And me, on a personal level, I mean, what exactly are we celebrating anyway? The sin of Babylon? I mean, maybe that's what I should call this, the sin of Babylon. No, I like Where's Waldo better. but I got to talk about this too, because we're not going to hear anything about this other than the dark web or whatever they allow on X, or whatever they allow to be presented, shared as information. Because most people would immediately dismiss it, like people in the chat, you know, some, not all, as fear-mongering, conspiracy theory, just trying to stoke folks up, you know, just trying to make people angry, scare poor grandma to death, or whatever else. But at the same time, don't you think we're like way overdue for something? 9/11, 2001 was a long time ago. I mean, a whole generation pretty much, okay? Not an entire generation, but you know what I'm saying. I mean, you know, a child born in 2001 is a legal adult now, all right? I mean, it was a long time ago, and we have been blessed and been given grace and shown mercy by our Heavenly Father many times over. And I'm wondering, maybe, just maybe it's time. I mean, I haven't given up on June 6th yet, D-Day, because it hadn't happened. Still got 2 days. And if people are hiding out in their bunkers, why? What are they so afraid of? What are they scared of? You know? Why are they so cowardly? You know, what's going on? You know? Oh, they're making their plans in their bunkers, I guess. I think that's cowardly, personally. I mean, I know they always have bunkers because these are the important people, and we have to save them from everybody, and we have to rescue them, and they're important. And I'm like, whatever, man. We all bleed red. We all put our pants on the same time, the same way. Not the same time, but the same way. I don't care. Okay, it's gotten me a lot of trouble in my life in the past, especially. But I don't care. I think most people are way too prideful, arrogant, and narcissistic for their own good. They think their crap literally doesn't stink, you know, if you know what I'm saying here. We all deal with it with bosses and companies and businesses and people and situations. I mean, some people, they just think they're so wonderful, so great, so awesome, like they're God's gift to humanity or something. It's disgusting. Well, that's our world leaders for the most part. Our leader now, leaders in the past, or whatever else. So, again, I ask, where's Waldo? I mean, if Waldo's so brave and Waldo's so great, Waldo's so wonderful, I mean, Waldo's got a big mouth. Waldo wouldn't shut up the other day, you know, spewing all kinds of garbage on true social media and, you know, and X or whatever else, you know. Now all of a sudden, Waldo's got his lips sewn shut or something. I don't get it. Where's Waldo? So it's like very strange to me personally, because I pay attention to this stuff. It's like very strange. Like I said, maybe I'm missing it. Maybe there was some press briefing meeting. There was some garbage spewing event that I'm not aware of. I don't know. But to me, it seems like Waldo's missing. So got to find Waldo. You know, everybody else is speaking for Waldo now. And man, you talk about, wow. Try to be nice here. I don't know if I can though. Listen to some of these people, man. I don't even know what to say. I mean, I'm thinking like, do you hear yourself talk at all? Do you go back and listen to what you have said? I mean, because all you do is lie. All you do is lie. That's it, you know? And you sound like an idiot most of the time. And you expect people to believe this nonsense, and unfortunately a lot of people do, because they don't research anything, they don't study anything, they don't read, they don't pray, they don't ask the Holy Spirit, they don't do anything. They just like, oh, okay, feed me more garbage, you know? I don't get it, man. I don't get it. We've never been dumber in the information age. You know, a lot of people are so smart they're stupid. You know, they just, oh, I'm so great and wonderful. I have this degree and that degree, and I'm so smart, and I went to this school and that school, and I graduate whatever cum laude and blah, 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 blah. And I got this accolade and that accolade. I don't care. You couldn't find your way out of a wet paper bag, man. It's like, give me somebody with some street smarts, some knowledge, some wisdom, some discernment over any of these clowns that brag about their resume. I just, man, again, where's Waldo? I just don't get it. So, like I said, my definition of leadership is Lieutenant Winters and Band of Brothers. If anybody's ever seen the show or whatever, you know, that's my definition of leadership. A soft-spoken man who has a faith. He practices his faith. Everybody thinks he's a Quaker even. I mean, his men think he's a Quaker, you know, but he gets the job done. He has the respect of his men. He's a great leader, you know. He's willing to put his own self on the line. He's willing to lead them in the battle, not stay behind and get decorated, you know, while the other men fight. He leads his men in the battle. And he's willing to do whatever it takes to win, to get his guys home. That's leadership. We haven't had that in I don't know how long. I can't even remember. Maybe not in my lifetime even. I have no idea. So, I heard Colonel McGregor earlier today. He was asking the same question. He didn't say, where's Waldo? But he did say, where's Trump? Where is he? You know, it's a good question. And then his definition of leadership was General Eisenhower, Dwight D. Eisenhower. You know, I was like, okay, that was a long time ago. See, we haven't had real leadership. I would say my definition of leadership, maybe in my lifetime, I mean, I always have to go back to military leadership because that's just what I'm most familiar with. I was like Storm and Norman myself, General Schwarzkopf. We respected that man. Desert Storm veterans, Desert Shield, Desert Storm veterans, we respected that man. We had a lot of respect for that man. Didn't know him personally, never met him or whatever. Read his autobiography, you know, but we respected him. We really believed that he had our backs. He wanted to get us home safely. I had respect for that man. Now, for all I know, he could be not who I think he was or whatever. And maybe there's a lot of things that have come out about him since then that I don't know about. But I'm just saying, at the time, that was the leadership I respected. We just don't have that kind of leadership anymore. It's gone. It's just gone. So, where's Waldo, man? That's my question. I mean, maybe he'll show up. Maybe it comes out of the bunker. See, I gotta be facetious and laugh at this because I don't respect these clowns. Well, you have to respect the office. Yeah, I guess. I suppose. But I don't respect these people. I have zero respect for any of these people because they're not deserving of my respect. They haven't earned my respect. They probably aren't deserving of your respect or earn your respect. So why should I respect them? Why? Because they have a title behind their name? It always cracks me up when people are in congressional hearings or whatever. The Honorable such and such. The Honorable this. The Honorable that. What the heck is so honorable about you? What did you do that was so honorable? Please answer me. Where is the honor? Well, tell me. What did you do that was honorable? Except, nothing. You stay in your seat forever. I mean, you can't get these people out of power, out of office. I mean, they just get elected time and time and time, or selected, I should say, time and time and time again. What is honorable about that? What do you do that's honorable? I don't get it. Anyway, that's my rant. I was just thinking about these things because I'm like, where's Waldo? I never would have been like this years ago. But you come to a point, your mid-50s or whatever, you just don't care anymore. I was talking to people the other day. It's like, I'm 39 and a half and I don't care. I hear you. I hear exactly what you said. You just don't care anymore. It's just like, you get fed up with it. You get fed up with the BS. You get fed up with the garbage. You get fed up being treated like an idiot. You know, it's like you get fed up being lied to. You just get fed up with it. So I just speak my mind now until they take me down. Take it down, whatever. Maybe they will, maybe they won't. I don't know. Anyway, so hey, if anybody finds Waldo, let me know. All right, because I've been looking and I haven't found him. I don't see him anywhere. I guess all the Waldos are hiding out in their bunkers, getting ready for something. Maybe it's just a practice run. I don't know. But man, sure it'd be nice if Waldo grew a pair, showed up somewhere. All right. Hey, that rhymed. Kind of crude, but it rhymed. All right, I'm gonna go. Y'all take care. Have a good one. Bye-bye.